Imagine living in a caravan through winter without ever seeing a heating bill. Sounds impossible, right? Well, for many Romani Gypsy families, it's not just a dream, it's their everyday reality. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of how Romani people stay warm in their mobile homes during the cold months using methods that have been passed down for generations. These old school techniques might surprise you and might even make you rethink your own heating setup. And guess what? If you live in a tiny house van or even just want to save on heating bills, these methods can work for you too. For centuries, the Romani people lived a nomadic life, moving from place to place, often facing harsh winters in their Vardos or simple tents. Today, while many live in modern homes, some still maintain a semi-nomadic lifestyle, traveling in caravans or tiny homes on wheels. When it gets cold in the winter, those little caravans can feel like ice boxes. But instead of seeing winter as a struggle, Romani people adapted, using age-old techniques that kept them warm and comfortable. So, how do they stay warm without relying on electricity, gas, or heating systems that cost a fortune? Let's break it down. 1. Heating with wood stoves. One of the most common ways Romani people heat their caravans in winter is through the use of wood stoves. These old-fashioned beauties might not have a fancy remote control or programmable settings, but they sure do the job. Why wood stoves? They don't rely on electricity or gas, just firewood, which can be sourced cheaply or even free in some areas. They provide direct heat and can also be used for cooking. The cozy, crackling fire creates an atmosphere of warmth and comfort. Modern tiny house owners are now installing mini wood stoves for the same reason. They're affordable, effective, and create a sense of self-sufficiency. It's proof that old methods are sometimes the best. I remember sitting around my grandma's wood stove in the winter. You'd feel the heat on your face from across the room, but your toes were still frozen, so we'd all huddle together by the stove like penguins in a blizzard. It wasn't glamorous, but it sure worked. 2. Insulation and heat retention. You might think a wood stove is enough, but what's the point if the heat escapes through the walls? Romani people have a simple but effective solution: insulation using natural materials. Instead of buying expensive insulation, they would use hay or wool packed between caravan walls, thick blankets and rugs to trap heat, heavy curtains over doors and windows to block cold drafts. Tiny house dwellers today use similar tricks. Many are opting for sheep wool insulation, thermal curtains, and even DIY bubble wrap window coverings to keep their homes warm without cranking up the heat. 3. Using fire pits for outdoor warmth. In addition to wood stoves, Romani families often warm up using outdoor fire pits. A fire pit outside serves multiple purposes. It provides heat while cooking food. The warmth can radiate into the caravan if parked nearby. Clothes can be dried by the fire to prevent dampness inside. Today, off-grid and tiny home communities are bringing this method back, using fire pits, outdoor kitchens, and communal heating spaces to create warmth without expensive heating systems. It's simple yet effective and doesn't rely on fancy equipment or costly utilities. 4. Harnessing solar power. The Romani people have always used nature to their advantage, and that includes passive solar heating. Parking their caravans in sunlit spots during the day helped absorb heat naturally. Nowadays, many tiny homeowners and off-grid enthusiasts are installing solar panels to power small heaters, lights, and batteries, reducing energy costs while keeping warm. Frugal tip. Even if you don't have solar panels, opening your curtains during the day to let in sunlight and closing them at night to trap heat is a simple, effective way to warm your home for free. 5. Community and shared. Warmth. One of the most powerful ways Romani people stay warm? Community. Instead of relying only on heating, they share warmth through cooking and eating together in one space to generate body heat. Sharing firewood and resources to help each other. Sleeping near each other for extra warmth. Today, tiny home and off-grid communities follow the same principle, building communal spaces with shared heat sources and looking out for each other. So maybe instead of turning up the thermostat, invite friends or family over for dinner. You'll be warmer and happier. Imagine how powerful that is. It's not just about keeping the cold out, it's about building bonds. Whether it's lighting a fire together or simply huddling for warmth, Romani people know how to work together to beat the cold. It's about sharing resources, knowledge, and skills. Bringing Romani wisdom into today's world winter for the Romani isn't something to fear. It's not about cranking up the heat or sealing yourself in a bubble. It's about using natural elements, creativity, and resilience to stay comfortable. In a way, winter is their reminder to be resourceful, to live simply, and to rely on the earth and community instead of high-tech solutions. As we move into a world of expensive energy bills, tiny homes, and minimalist living, there's a lot we can learn from Romani winter survival methods. The real luxury isn't in the latest heating system. It's in the ability to stay warm without relying on the grid. Now, how can we use these same ideas today? Whether you live in a tiny home or just want to cut down on energy costs, here's how you can apply Romani wisdom to your home today. Install a small wood stove. Tiny house owners swear by them for affordable, cozy heating. Layer up and use. Heated objects, heated bricks, hot water bottles, and wool blankets still work wonders. Insulate cheaply. Use thick curtains, rugs, and draft stoppers, just like the Romani did. Block drafts in position. Smartly, park your tiny home or set up your bed near natural wind barriers. Use the sun for free heat. Open curtains during the day, close them at night. Share heat and resources. Community warmth is more powerful than any heater. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next episode on frugal, self-sufficient living, inspired by Romani wisdom. See you next time.